Hey guys, it's me, Mona Lisa, and it's Thursday. You know what that means. I'm back at it again with another hashtag TTST, Throwback Thursday story time. So this is kind of like a compiled experience story. When I was about, I want to say 19 or 20, I've been hearing people talk about this whole Brazilian wax and waxing. So I'm like, you know what? I like to try things at least once. So I'm like, let me try it. So I found a place and I went in and I tried it. Let me tell you guys that the pain was real. Like, the level of pain that I experienced was real. It was like on a scale from 1 to 10, it was like a 13, a solid 13. So, but I'm in my head all the time, all along when I'm feeling the pain, especially when they have to go inside the crevices. I'm like, no, it's gonna be better in the long run. And the woman, I wasn't screaming because I don't scream like that. Like when I'm feeling pain, I would just be like, ow. One time I almost chopped off my finger and I didn't scream or anything. I was just like, ow. And like it was at work, so they heard me say ow and they stopped the machine. That's the only reason they knew that I was in pain, because I don't really scream like that when I'm in pain. So I was just like, that was the most I did. I was like, and she's like, I know it really hurts, but it's because it's your first time, but if you keep coming back, you're supposed to go back like every 30 days or something. She's like, if you keep coming back, you'll feel less and less pain because there won't be as much hair and blah, 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 blah. And I kept going through it, even though, at one point I had the one tear coming down like Denzel in Glory. I just had that one tear coming down my cheek and I'm like, it's for the greater good, Livy. It's for the greater good. It's for the greater good. We can do this. And I went through it and and then it was over and I was like, cool. That was the first part of it. So then now, after I put on my clothes and everything and I got ready to leave and I started walking across the street to the bus stop, ooh, your girl got excited because I'm like, what is that going on down there? It's kind of tingling and it felt kind of nice, I'm standing at the bus stop and I had to like cross my legs kind of, to subdue myself because it was very nice, very nice. So, I kept going back and going back and going back and going back, I ended up going away to Jamaica for like 7 months and I didn't trust anybody down there to do it, so I was just shaving instead of waxing. And then when I came back from Jamaica, I went back again and she's like, oh, where have you been? And I was like, I was away, it was Jamaica, and so I kept going. Fast forward now, a few years later, I haven't done it in like 3 years. I haven't done it because I moved out of the area. So where she lives, it's very inconvenient for me to get there. But I decided yesterday, I'm like, you know what, Olivia, go do it, and get back on it, because where my school is kind of close to it. So I'm like, you're kind of close, so you can still go now. So when you go to school or before you go to school, you can go get it done or whatever. So yesterday I decided I'm going to go. I went in and she wasn't there. First of all, the place looks so different. I thought it was like a completely different place I went to, but the lady's like, no, it's still us. We just renovated a bit. And I was like, cool. She wasn't there, so the lady was like, I can take care of you though. So I said, reluctantly, because I always go back to the same lady, which is why I haven't got it done in so long, because I have like trust issues, even with my eyebrows. Like someone jacked in my eyebrows one time, and then from then I'm like, nah, nobody's touching my eyebrows because I like my eyebrows. So I reluctantly, I was like, you know what? Fine, I'll let you do it. No problem. It's cool. You work with her, so maybe you guys are on the same caliber of expertise. I kind of knew that it was going to be a bad experience from she started. Because I said, when I told her that I didn't really go to other places, because I told her it's been a while and I haven't really been to other places just because I trust that lady. She's like, oh no, you shouldn't have a problem with that because, they're all professionals. When she said it, I was like, because I'm like, I've heard stories about people getting burnt and all that kind of stuff. So that's what scares me, which is why I always want to go to the same place. She's like, oh no, you shouldn't have a problem like with that. I'm getting a little bit anxious telling the story because it kind of hurts my heart a little bit. She's like, everybody's professionals, so if you're as long as you go to a professional place, you shouldn't have a problem. And I was like, So are you trying to tell me if I go to get my hair done at one place all the time and they always do my hair just the way I like it, if I go to another place, there's no chance that they can mess up my hair because they're a professional? But I left it alone. I was like, okay, let her do her thing. When she was doing it, like, it hurt a lot, like more than I've ever, I feel like it hurt more than the first time I did it. But I'm like, once again, I'm like, it's because I haven't done it in a couple of years, so I'm not used to this pain anymore, and that's just all it is. So she finished. She took like, I can't even explain how she did it. Like, she kept ripping off the wax paper. Like, she would put it on, pull it off, and then put it back on like 4 or 5 times. So I'm like, how is it that you're not getting the hair out? And if you're not getting the hair out, shouldn't you put fresh wax on it and then use another strip and rip it off? But I'm like, okay, she's professional, let her do what she's doing, as long as when she's finished, everything's smooth down there and good. So she finished and everything was smooth. And, you know, I got dressed, I got home. Then I got into the shower. And when I got in the shower, like, I'm taking a hot shower, and the water's running down my body, and then it starts to burn down there. I'm like, why is it burning me? So then now when I get out of the shower, I took like a mirror and I'm looking. This lady that I tipped, by the way, I gave her a tip because I'm like, thank you. I didn't feel like extensive pain, like more than like you're supposed to, I guess. I didn't feel completely uncomfortable. So I'm like, let me give her a tip, you know, because everything's gone. It feels smooth. It feels like she did her job right. I even gave her a tip. This woman ripped my skin. Like, in the crevice, there is torn skin there. And now I feel hurt in my heart that I gave her a tip. I feel hurt that I even paid for it, because if I had seen that before I paid for it, I would definitely not have paid for it, because that is some BS. And I'm like, are you kidding me? You know, like, I really wanted to do it because I have a doctor's appointment coming up and all this stuff, but I'm like, this is why it's been so long. I should have just said, okay, my lady's not here, I'm not doing it, but it's my fault. It's my fault. So now so obviously it's gonna be sensitive when anything touches it or anything like that, not to go into too many gross details. So then this morning I woke up, taking a shower again, being very careful because, you know, like, now that I know that part's sensitive, the water wasn't too hot or anything like that. And then I felt a bump. So not only did I get my skin torn off, but now I have a bump, not on the area, but like on my thigh, close enough to the area. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Why do I have a bump? So now I'm just completely turned off. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm gonna go back there and see if I can get the other lady, because I don't even have a card to find out. I don't even know the lady's name. I only know like when I see her face, because she's always been there, so I never even bothered to get her name. I just know I go in there, I'm like, oh, she's the one that does it. So I'm confused whether I go in there and go back there to that lady, or if I should just try to find a completely different place, since this place burnt me and like gave me some kind of bump. I don't know what the hell that is. Or if I should just stop doing it altogether. But like, I feel like it's just I feel like it's the best way for me, because even with shaving, it's just like, I hate razor bumps, so I'm like, I hate it. So I'm just trying to be like, figure out what to do next. Guys, I don't know, like, it's just so hard to find a professional that does things the way that you like it to be done. And I feel like it shouldn't be that hard. Whatever. Anyways, that was my story, guys, about my first experience and my most recent experience with the Brazilian wax. If you don't know what that is, it's when you get your entire nana, front and the back, waxed fully clean of hair, nothing there. And yeah, so that was my experience. The first one was good, the last one not so great, but everybody has different experiences, right? So anyways, guys, that's it for my Throwback Thursday story time. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys have any horror stories, just tell me them in the description box below. I would love to hear your stories. If you've never done it before and you want to do it for the first time, give this video a like. If I made you interested, or if I turned you off, regardless, give the video a like, so I know And if you tell me guys what kind of stories you'd like to hear. I have stories about all different types of things: work stories, school stories, family stories, friend drama. I have so many different stories, so let me know what kind of stories you guys would like to hear. If you haven't seen my AliExpress haul, I've uploaded an AliExpress haul a couple days ago. It's bomb. I have some great things that I got, so you should go check that out. I'll link that in the description box below. And I love you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.